10th CBSE Biology Chapter Reproduction. In this video, you will learn the structure and function of male reproductive system and also the sexual characteristics of humans. Male reproductive system consists of testis, scrotum, epididymis, prostate gland, seminal vesicles, penis and vas deferens. So these are the parts of male reproductive system. Among all this, testes are the prime organs of reproduction. It's in the testes that the male sex cells or sperm is produced. The production of sperm starts at puberty and continues throughout the lifetime of a male. Human males have a pair of testes. Testes are suspended outside the abdominal cavity of a male, unlike the female reproductive system in which the ovaries are deep inside the abdominal cavity. Now, there must be a special reason for this. The reason is sperm production requires comparatively less temperature than the body temperature, and when the testes are outside the body, it reduces the temperature of this organ by 3 degrees. So, the temperature of testis is 3 degrees less than the body temperature. This facilitates sperm production. In this way, testes provide an optimum temperature for the formation of sperms. Now observe carefully, testis is connected to a coiled tube. This coiled tube is called epididymis, and this structure, epididymis and testis together are enclosed in a pouch-like structure called scrotum. Once sperms are produced, testis passes on its sperm to the epididymis, the coiled tube, and sperms are stored in epididymis temporarily. Epididymis is connected to a long tube. Here it goes. See here, this is a long tube. This long tube is called vas deferens. Vas deferens is then connected to urethra. Here you can see urethra is an opening outside the body which helps to throw liquid waste, that is urine, outside the body and is hence connected to the urinary system of humans. Now observe carefully, this vas deferens on its path is connected to prostate gland and seminal vesicles. So these two glands pour out their secretions into the vas deferens which carries the sperm. So now the sperm plus the secretions together form semen. So the thick fluid which is formed by the combination of the sperms which are already there in vas deferens and the secretions from the seminal vesicles and the prostate gland together. So these two together form semen, the thick fluid. Why is it necessary for seminal vesicle and prostate gland to pour their secretions? Is there any important function that this secretion plays? Yes, it is. There's a special function which these fluids perform, that is the fluids from the seminal vesicles and the prostate gland. This fluid nourishes the sperm and also makes its movement easy. So within the fluid, it's easy for the sperm to move because sperm is motile. And it is the sperm which has to travel through the vagina of the female to fertilize the egg. All this movement is facilitated by the secretions of seminal vesicle and prostate gland. This thick fluid, which is the combination of sperm and the secretions from these two glands, moves along the urethra and enters an organ called penis. Urethra is the common passage for both urine and sperms. In case of human males, the passage for urine and the sperms is same. So this urethra carries the sperms into an organ called penis which opens outside the body. It's the penis which passes the sperms from the male's body to the female's vagina. These are the different parts of the male reproductive system. Because humans are sexually dimorphic, the reproductive systems are also different in different individuals, that is in different sexes. The female reproductive system is completely different from that of the male reproductive system. Reproductive system is sometimes referred as urinogenital system or genitourinary system, as the organs of urinary excretion and reproduction are closely related. Some of the structures of these two systems, that is urinary system and reproductive system, are morphologically associated and use common ducts. Like for example, in this case it is urethra. Urethra is the common opening for both urine and sperms in case of human males. It is because of this reason at the childbirth the sex of an individual is determined looking at the excretory organ of that child. Those sexual characteristics which are present from the birth of the organisms are called as primary sexual characters. Primary sexual characters are those characteristics which are present during the birth and also are directly involved in reproduction. These organs are directly involved in reproduction. Like for example, in case of human males, it is penis. In case of human females, it's vagina, ovaries, oviduct, uterus, and all other urinogenital organs. Sexual characteristics in humans are primarily classified into two. The first is the primary sexual characteristics and the second, secondary sexual characteristics. These characteristics appear in the later stages of life. These secondary sexual characters are different for males and females. In case of males, we see the growth of hairs in different regions of the body, like for example under armpits and genitals. The genitals here means the organs which are directly involved in reproduction, and also in other parts of the body like chest and face in the form of beard and mustache. Body becomes more muscular due to the development of muscles, and there is an enlargement of penis and testis. Penis and testis enlarge. You can see the change in the voice. So the voice deepens and skin changes. So in females also we do see secondary sexual characteristics like enlargement of breasts, widening of hips, and also vagina. Even females show the growth of hairs in the regions like armpits and genitals. Even in females the voice changes. So these are some of the secondary sexual characteristics we find in males and females. Note that these characteristics appear in the later stages of life, unlike the primary sexual characteristics. And this makes identification of males and females among a given population easy. So now let us have a quick recap of all that we have learned. Male reproductive system includes penis, testis, scrotum, prostate gland, vas deferens, and epididymis. Testes are oval-shaped organs which are the prime organs of reproduction as they produce sperms. There's one more thing to be noted here. Testis also produces a hormone called testosterone which is involved in the sexual development of males. So the testis open into epididymis, which in turn opens into vas deferens, and vas deferens joins urethra. Seminal vesicles and the prostate glands are very important as they secrete a fluid, seminal fluid, into the vas deferens, which are very important for the nourishment of sperms and their movement. So urethra opens into an organ called penis and is a common opening for both sperms and urine. Penis opens outside the body. So these were important points regarding the male reproductive system. Now let us revise the sexual characteristics of humans. Primary sexual characteristics are sex organs which are directly involved in reproduction. Like for example, in case of males, it's penis, testis, scrotum, prostate, and vas deferens. So all these are directly involved in reproduction. And in case of human females, it's ovaries, oviduct, uterus, cervix, and vagina. Secondary sexual characteristics are those which develop later in life due to the hormones released in sex organs. In human males, we see the growth of pubic and axillary hairs. We also see muscular development, facial and body hair, change in voice and skin, and also the broadening of shoulders. In case of human females, we see the enlargement of breasts and vagina, pubic and axillary hair growth, broadening of hips and diverging arms, and also change in voice and skin. So these are some of the changes or secondary sexual characters we do observe as the individuals enter their puberty. And these are the result of the sex hormones produced by their respective gonads or sex organs. In this video, we covered male reproductive system and also the sexual characteristics of humans.